All right, so here's part one of making a lidded cup. You know, first of all, of course, you've got to make a cup. You can make a simple cup. You can make a cup that's pretty dynamic. This one, I took 4 darts off of my cylinder. I put a bottom on it, and then I put a pulled handle on it. The handle's a little bit thick up in this region, but I like the fact that the handle has a little bit more material where it attaches on the top and bottom. All right, so how do we make a lidded cup? Why would you want to make a lidded cup? Well, sometimes you want to keep what's in your cup hot. So how do you make a lidded cup? Well, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to turn my cup over. And I'm just get a really kind of vague understanding of what the size of this is. The lid I'm going to want to be a little bit bigger than that. All right, so I'm going to cut this a little bit bigger than that, because you're going to want it to overhang the rim a little bit. Of course, you can always make it smaller if it's too big. All right. So I'm going to save some of this slab. Remember, your slab's got to be good. All right. And I'll address this edge here in a little while as well. So it's pretty large, but I'm going to take a ball now, a tennis ball, and look, I'm going to slowly start slumping this in here. All right, now a lid is really 2 parts. It's a lid, but then there also needs to be something that keeps this kind of on the cup, in the inside the cup, kind of, right? So what we're going to do, that's why you want a little extra slab here, is we're going to basically make a super short cylinder and attach it to the inside of this lid so that when it goes down inside of that cup, it kind of stays put, all right? So we're kind of building it upside down. Now, these aren't ready to put together yet because they haven't dried at all. And, you know, as this is all drying, of course, your cup is going to dry, but see, that'll have a nice dome to it, right? And I can trim some of this extra stuff away here, but I have to let it dry. Now, I don't want to let my cup dry out too much. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover this cup in plastic. I'm going to set this back over there because I do want this part to dry out a little bit, but I don't want my cup to dry out, and I want more of a dome. I want it to look kind of cool and domed. So I've got that right about where I want it. This piece I also don't want to dry out, so I'm going to wrap this up. Plastic, and then this clay I'll put back in my clay bag. All right, so that's making a lid for a cup, part 1.